Randy.
You bet. Thank you so much. Yeah, that, by the way, you guys, if you're just popping on here, we did the coolest, um, in fact, Beth said we should have recorded this, taught people how to put a screen image behind them on their phone instead of just showing them if you didn't want to be shown and, don't want people to see your face or your background or wherever you're at. Randy taught me that a couple of weeks ago, and I've been using it with the Northern Lights in the background, but you can switch any, I've got like 12 pictures on there now that I can switch out. And Beth just now figured it out. So this is really fun. Anyway, welcome everyone to January 28th, 2025. And it is now time for team a workshop. And hey, just let me ask you this, you guys. What do you want more of? Probably more exposures, right? You want more enrollments? You want to make more money? Are those the top two priorities? Well, I'm finding for most people that is, of course, we want to help everybody. But in your business, what do you really want to do to make that happen? And that is to get more exposures, right? And how
More
do we
quotes,
do
yep.
that? Right, Randy, how do we do that?
Oh,
I got
cool.
I got some ideas
Cool.
for you. And then I've got some ideas, and then I'm going to ask you guys for what you think might enhance this as well. So we do want more exposures. We've been inundated with millions of different ways to do that, but I kind of put it down into bullet points here. And these are like my top four. This might not be your top four, but do you agree? Face-to-face is the number one source.
Number one.
Yeah. Hang out where people are looking for healthy solutions. I had a conversation with Beth the other day about this, and I think a light bulb went off because I literally, you guys, yeah, I'm guilty of this. I literally got a job at, some of you might remember this, Sprouts Farmers Market when I lived in Colorado to work in the health department area where all the vitamins are and the health food to get more leads for a company. Did I say that? Yeah. And it worked for 4 months. It was amazing. I'm not going to ask you guys to go out and do that. You don't have to go get a job there. Hang out where those people are, whether it's in a grocery store, in the vitamin aisle, or in the health food aisle, a library or a bookstore. Bookstore, if people are in the health and wellness section, that is like a done deal. Same thing in a grocery store. I did it again yesterday. I couldn't believe it. In fact, it took me a long time to actually find the vitamin aisle in Fred Meyer's in Wasilla. I'm never in it. I don't need to be. But when I went there and I saw other people searching, I asked them, what do you know where this is or where calcium is? Or it's so hard to find stuff in here. What are you looking for? And the conversation started, and I was like, oh, here we go. So, do you guys have any suggestions? Beth, Randy, anybody?
I don't know.
Anything?
It's always easy to talk about the weather.
Well, where you are right now, getting 8 inches of snow last night. Yeah, talking about the weather's the number one, right?
Yeah, or we would talk about the drought. But, and then the drought goes into what's that doing to my skin? Oh my God, I can't. It's always so wrinkled up and dry and yep.
You guys, this is coming from somebody that doesn't like to get out and talk with other people, just like a lot of us, right?
Yes.
So, but
And I have to admit, it's easier for me to talk to people when I'm face to face with them than when I'm online.
I agree 100% online, even when you're texting, text messages come over. You never can tell what the meaning behind some of the stuff is, it's face to face is best. Any other suggestions? Anybody?
I'd rather be face to face than maybe Zoom. Texting is so impersonal because you can't really get the meaning behind what the person's trying to say.
I agree with that. And on a Zoom has been very beneficial too, because they can see you, they can see your emotion. And wouldn't you say that most, I'm just going to call it sales, happen through emotion? That's what we know. So
Yeah.
thanks you guys for
'Cause I
that.
know when I was working with a team of doctors and stuff in our previous company, I had them on Zoom.
Oh, of course. But these are guys that weren't even in Alaska, right? That was kind of like you had
That's,
to.
that's correct. Yeah, they were down
Yeah.
south.
So reaching out on Zoom is a really good thing. It's getting their attention and getting them there has been the hard part. Yesterday, you guys, you saw the team training from Tina Sunday night, right? And about the QR codes. So
Mm-hmm.
yesterday, the electricity was out, and I didn't know how long it was going to be out. The wind blew whatever down. But thank goodness I got a wood stove to keep the place warmed up and a gas stove to cook on, even though I didn't use it. But not having electricity was really weird. So I printed out over at UPS. I just downloaded some stuff on my phone, went over to, and who knows how long the electricity was going to be to charge my phone. So I go out making sure that my phone is charged in my car. We talked about that too, Beth. But I took it
We've done
over.
this last
Yep.
What was that?
year. We did this last year. So where you're
Yeah.
charging your phone in your car.
So, and we know, Randy, up here, we don't know if it's going to be out for a day, a couple hours, or a week, which it has
Mm-hmm.
been. You guys had some down days in Anchorage as well. Anyway, I went to a UPS store and I got these printed out. It's that QR code that Tina was talking about. I got them printed out on that. And I actually wound up, now that I've got electricity here, I printed them out on sheets of paper that have sticky behind them. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. And I went ahead and put a, kind of like people are just going to click on a QR code all the time. But if you put something on there, nutrition that tastes like candy, and then I stuck free gift on there so that when you go to that QR code, the first thing that pops up is how they can get a free gift. Well, I was passing these out and handing them out and then putting them on bulletin boards yesterday at all of the Cars grocery stores, the Freddy's out here, the books, not the bookstore, the all the eating places that I could go into that have a bulletin board, the coffee shops. One place, a little mall in Palmer, has 3 different bulletin boards. And I went and stuck, what I did was I cut these out. I cut them out square. They're actually 4x6. And I even put one at Three Bears, all the Three Bears. They're out there, they're everywhere. And as I was putting this one up, I think it was the maintenance man, he was mopping the floor, came up to me and he goes, "So what is that?" And he looked at it and goes, "Nutrition that tastes like candy." What? Like what candy? And I says, "Well, like Lifesavers or Jolly Ranchers." And he goes, "And oh, it's got to have a lot of sugar in it." And I says, "No, as a matter of fact, there's no processed sugar in it. It's from beetroot and molasses." And he goes, "So what is it?" And I'm in that place, you guys. Hit me on the back of my head with a 2x4 without a sample bag. The one place I go into, and I didn't have my sample bag on me. In fact, I was out of them. I made more this morning. But so I literally had to just explain to him what it was. And I said, "You know what? Don't worry about," because he didn't know how to use a computer. He doesn't know, he wants to know more about it, but he doesn't have he has a flip phone. Okay, so he's elderly. And I said, "You know what? Just take this sheet of paper," because he's told me that his granddaughter could help him, get to that and check out more about it. So I need to make more of these that are just on a piece of paper, little 4x6 piece of paper, cut them out, scissor time, kindergarten time, and share those with people as I'm walking around. I also put a big one. It looks similar to this it's on a whole sheet of paper on the back of my window of my car and on the side windows on both sides and on in the back. And who knows, but like Tina said, people might start clicking on QR codes just for the heck of it, just to see what they're about. But I'm pretty much thinking the nutrition that tastes like candy is going to get their attention. You guys have any thoughts on that?
I'm liking this
No,
idea.
that's usually the way you sell it. I mean, because it's the way it is. It sells itself.
So I did that in Canva. You do both of you have Canva? Do all you have Canva?
Yes.
Or
I do
some way
have,
to, yeah, some way to make that, because I gotta say that only cost me $3 to have those all printed off over at a UPS store, and it was well worth it. So let's see what happens today, because those just went out yesterday. The other thing, and by the way, I did tell you it was on 4x6 sheets of printed out 4x6 and on 3-inch stickers. Oh, by the way, last night I just got another wild hair, and I was thinking, wait a minute, I got a bunch of stickers from Amazon that were 3-inch stickers, and I put them on all the boxes that go out that says, thank you for using my business, my APL Drops candy for my business. And I put that on all my packages that go out. Well, wait a minute, why not put this and get a roll of those from Amazon? But then I went to Vista Print, and guess what? You can get a roll of those like half the price that you can on Amazon. So check around. Exactly. It was $45 for 120 of them. Bright, brilliant color, and they were waterproof. So you can actually stick them on the outside of your car window, and they're not gonna, got it? They could be bumper stickers. Ding, ding, ding.
wow.
Yeah, so let's get those QR codes. And I know y'all know how to do a QR code. If you don't, just Google it, because it'll tell you right there. They make them automatically for you in Canva as well. And the other thing that I was carrying around with me, made more of these today, and it's just, a few of the samples, a couple days worth, and we made those kind of business card size thing that shows what it is inside of there with your business card on it. I took these with me just in case, this or this. And I always have my brochure with me, and the inside, I'm pretty sure I sent out the insert to that has the LFT and the Terra activity on it. And I always have these as well. And of course, then I've always got, you guys have seen this, right? My little sample pack that when I'm out, I've got everything in there. All actually 19 drops, but the two of them are sharing a little space on there because there's only 18 spots on here. But on the front of it, it shows the health condition that they may have. And by the way, there's the message that I had put on the 3-inch stickers that I had done. So anyway, there's all that. Now, another way that you can be getting leads, and that's what we want, you guys, is more. We want more leads so we can get more enrollments, whether they're a customer or an associate, that's up to them. The APLGO Hub ads. Now I gotta tell you, I've been using this. Yeah, I got a few of them off of there. I think, in fact, I know, I am ready to talk to Tony today, and I know how to do a paid ad on Facebook. I'm pretty sure I'm ready for that, because for, let's say, $5 a day, and you get 1,700 to 30,000 different exposures to that. And I'm seeing where they show up now. There's other people's, well, you guys have seen this too if you're on Facebook, other people's posts, and they've marked on there that it's okay to put an ad. I guess that's how they're showing up on there, because I saw an ad here from an Alaska vendor on one of my posts. I guess I okayed it. I don't know. And it's at the very bottom of it, or Facebook is just putting them in there. I don't know. But when I saw it, I clicked on it because I know them. And I thought, wow, that's what I want to do. So check into Facebook ads if you're, and I'm not saying if you're desperate at all, but some of us are. We've used up all our warm leads, you guys. We've used up pretty much every email list that we have that's 10 years or younger. And I don't want anybody to get tired. I don't want anybody to ever lose the effect of what, especially APLGO can do for them, because this is the year. I know we keep saying what is it, every other year or the odd year, it is 2025. But Sergi does have some things up his sleeve. We've seen it before, but I got to say, it's usually a new drop that does it. LFT, that's great. We've had this conversation with several people. LFT is amazing, but you can't see it working. You don't know, but you know because of all the science, right? So we're all taking it. But this next one coming out that will work with something here in your throat, that's a big hint to minimize, help normalize, not minimize, normalize the lower part of that issue and the higher part of that issue. This is going to be a life changer for a lot of people. Beth and I had that conversation, especially with people that have had those issues since they were really small. And who knows if
balance
when,
them out.
yeah. Randy, say that again.
It will balance them out.
Yes. It give a great balance. A lot of you know what I'm already talking about, but we don't know when this is going to be released. It'd be great if it would be in April, but something tells me it's not being developed until November for the anniversary. But Tina and Kelly and a lot of us are letting him know that this is such a crucial part of a lot of people's health issues. They need to get down to the bottom of getting that out as soon as they possibly can. So anyway, by the way, I'm going to move on to the next thing here. So even though I held them up, this is the 4x6 that I made. That's the one that I handed out to that guy that, said he'll take it home to his daughter. And then this is the other one that I've had printed on 3-inch circles. And anyway, so I'm just hoping that we are going to start using different ways more often to make things happen for us. Because there's something happening that I know several people want to go to. One of them is a Japan incentive, and you can still be qualifying for that. And the other one is Greece. And you guys do know that the qualifications for that were, this used to be, what was it, 38,000 or 36,000 or something like that. But you could have used the volume that you have from your lesser leg and total volume. I think it was like 900 each month. But no, they lowered it to, I got to look at this over here, 18,000 for one person and 30,000 for two people. But you can do this accumulative. It's at least 100 each month, and it's 8 months to qualify, or you can do 800 all at once and just get it over with. Excuse me. But you can add those up. Like say you don't, well, you will always do one every single month, regardless, because most of you are diamonds and you do that 100 PV anyway. So that's like a done deal for you. This is where we want those new people coming in and giving you that volume. 18,000 in 8 months is doable. And then and how that happens is by sponsoring 12 personally sponsored people. And then the other thing is to have 4 of those brand new people. Actually, I think it can even be people that are already, even the people that have been in for a while, and maybe they've never gotten to manager, or maybe they've never gotten to senior manager, or they've been senior manager and they just need to go to the next one up. We can get them there, okay? So that's what I want to focus on and concentrate on, because I'm not going on this trip by myself. I want my team with me this time. And you guys are rock stars. I know every single one of you can do it. And with that, just a few more days left in this month, we have the happy birthday promotion. And we also have the customer appreciation week, which just started yesterday. And that can help you with that free shipping, free enrollment, and enter to win in a raffle as well. So anyway, what I want to do now is there anybody that not only has any questions, but has any suggestions so that we can start getting more people on these Tuesday morning calls. I think what it's going to be, this is my opinion, it's going to be you guys and it's going to be new enrollments. What do you think?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Gotta get the new enrollments.
Yeah. And I know Tina and Kelly are saying the same thing. You know, there's the group of people that have always been there. You guys are there. Nobody's going to be left behind. But there's that certain group of people that we all want to work with, because if you guys have seen it, I don't know if this is an influence for you or not, but when you go on a trip that Sergi does, even this Greece trip, you're not ever going to want to miss another one. Let me just put it that way. I know I saw all the things from Panama and I'm thinking, wow, that reminds me so much of Moldova. In fact, I think he did even more in Moldova, not the helicopter stuff and all that, but he just knows how to make people feel like royalty. And every now and then, it's kind of nice to feel that, don't you think? I mean, like you've really been appreciated. He gives you the gifts, and I just think we need to be doing more of that. I want to recognize you guys more, and also, I had a conversation with Beth about this the other day. There are so many things that were going on that it was very confusing, right? Yeah, I'm still recording this. There's a reason for this. There's so many things that were going on. It got a little confusing. Now, some people have been moved on to other things. I'm talking about corporate people that were actually either let go, fired, or they resigned, which was a good thing because they were slowing us down. I mean, as like molasses. I'm not kidding you. That part is gone. We now have Felix back on board, which is the best feeling in the world because he literally is a right arm, like Tina and Kelly are, to Sergi. And he's more focused on, he lives here in the United States. He's more focused about making things happen here. And we have all the puzzle pieces in the right place now. So I just want you guys to know that we are doing everything we can in our power to make everybody feel comfortable. And that's all I have to say, actually. I'm excited more now because of the ways that we have to be able to promote our business. So, all right. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording and let me see. Can I stop?